Hello and welcome to Daily Meditation Online, hosted by the Buddhist Studies Institute and founded by Pema Chondro. During this season of practice, daily meditation will be live streamed daily to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page, and you are welcome to join us every day and any day. And we're so happy that you are joining our Zoom meeting and Buddhist Studies Institute members. My name is Pam. I'm going to be hosting today, and I am certified as a meditation instructor through the Buddhist Studies Institute. But today we will have Michael leading the meditation. He is a student of the meditation instructor program right now, and he'll be doing meditation for about 20 minutes. And then I will read one of the 5 precepts in order to keep our practice grounded in the ethical practice. And so there is a link in the chat that will take you to the prayers, our opening and closing prayers, and to the precepts, and to a little bit more information about meditation and how it fits in with overall wellness and mental health wellness. So with all of that, I will let Michael begin.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for our Calm Abiding meditation today, brought to you by the Buddhist Studies Institute, founded by Pema Chondro Rinpoche. We start our practice by invoking the refuge prayer. We put our hands together at heart center. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I take refuge in the Lama, the Yidam, and the Chondro. I take refuge in the channels, winds, centers, and their nature, the Bodhicitta. I take refuge in complete openness, lucid presence, and compassion. Mesmerized by the sheer variety of appearances, which are like the illusory reflection of the moon in water. Beings wander endlessly astray in samsara's vicious cycle, in order that they might find comfort and ease in the luminosity and all-pervading space of the true nature of their minds. I generate the immeasurable joy, compassion, love, and equanimity of the awakened mind, the heart of Bodhicitta. Sentient beings are numberless. I train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. I train in order to realize it. The awakened way is unsurpassable. I train in order to embody it. And we bow. Okay, we'll begin our calm abiding meditation by establishing a proper posture. We want to make sure that our hips are a little bit higher than our knees. And if you're using a chair today, make sure that you're tucked back in your chair firmly with your feet flat on the ground. When establishing your seat, if you're using a cushion, it's a good thing to kind of sit slightly forward on the cushion. This will give you that hips higher than knees aspect of your seat. And once we have our seat established, we can straighten our spine and elongate our vertebrae like rolls of coins stacked one on top of another. And we can align our neck with our spine and tuck our chin in just ever so slightly to keep from tilting upward during our practice. Our abdomen is soft and relaxed. Our belly is relaxed. You can imagine a thin thread rising up from the crown of your head, kind of slightly holding you there in that posture. And we come down to the eyes, and the eyes in this practice, we gaze softly down across the bridge of the nose to a space about 1 to 2 feet in front of us on the floor or the surface in front of you. The tongue can rest right behind the front teeth on the roof of the mouth, and our lips can stay soft and slightly parted or just lightly touching. Our hands, we can rest them palms up on our thighs, palms down on our thighs for more grounding, or we can rest them in the gesture of equanimity. You can hold your thumbs together or not. In today's practice, we'll warm up with a body scan. And we'll begin at the crown of the head. And we will pay attention to the sensation as we come down to the sides, right above the ears, down around the ears to the earlobes, around the neck and throat, noticing any adjustments that you might have to make in your alignment with your spine. And we'll come down to the shoulders, across the clavicle, and the shoulder blades. As we bring our awareness, we're paying attention to sensations and lack of sensations as we guide ourselves down the sides of our shoulders, down our arms, down across the sternum to the belly. We can feel as we come down to the shoulder blades and down to the tailbone. We can feel our hips, around our hips, right above our thighs. We can move down to our thighs, across the tops of our thighs and underneath to our knees, down the calves, from the knees down to the shin, around the ankles, across the top of the foot, underneath the heel, the arch and the ball, into the under parts of your little toes. And you can feel each toe. You have 5 little toes. You can trace them and just kind of take a moment and be aware of your body scan, the sensation, the somatic information that's coming back to you based on. Okay. And for today's calm abiding practice, we're going to do the method of thinking. Now, in the method of thinking, it's really quite simple. Whenever you lose track of your meditation, if you get caught in following thoughts around and instead of letting them come and go, The moment that you realize that you're thinking about something other than just simply sitting in a meditative state, you come right back and just remind yourself with the word thinking. And you'll just recite thinking inside your head every time you realize that you've kind of gotten off track with thoughts or where your attention has gone. So, whenever you do get distracted, you just say thinking to yourself and reestablish your meditative state. And I'll pop in again just to remind you of the thinking method in case you're thinking too much. And we'll meditate like this for about 20 minutes. This is just a gentle reminder that we're utilizing the thinking method for calm abiding meditation today. Thinking method, when you become distracted, yeah, when you find yourself concentrating on something other than the practice and simply letting thoughts come and go. If you're holding on to anything, the moment that you realize it, just come back to the method and remind yourself by saying, thinking. This is just one last reminder that we are using the thinking method for calm abiding practice today. If we find ourselves distracted, drifting from the practice, whether from too many thoughts or too little energy or too much energy, if you become distracted in any way, just remember that we are using the thinking method, and just to remind yourself by saying the words thinking whenever you find yourself drifting or distracted from just simply being in your meditative state. Okay, we can begin to loosen the thinking method. Um, Kind of just lose that practice. Don't worry about it anywhere. Just rest in a open meditative state, as we've been doing for the majority of practice. Just rest here for a moment. No place to go, no place not to go. Nothing to do and nothing not to do. And just slowly allow your awareness to become more and more pervasive as we lose our soft gaze, and we will dedicate the practice. We can put our hands to heart center. May the teachings of the Buddha spread and flourish. May all beings be happy and joyful. May the Dharma be practiced day and night. May the benefit for self and other be fully accomplished. We can bow.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Sorry. Thank you,
No
Mike.
worries.
Okay. Again, I will read to instill ethics into our practice. I will read precept number 5, avoiding the loss of awareness, or the Tibetan translation is abandon the demented state. I embrace the radical sobriety of the unaltered state. I give myself over to naturally intoxicated appreciation of the phenomenal world. I avoid deliberate loss of awareness through substance use or abuse. I avoid mindless consumption of anything. I avoid spiritual delusions that put me out of touch with common sense, morality, and shared experiences of conventional reality. I apply renunciation where necessary. I avoid what clouds my mind and adhere to diet, drinks, and medicines which bring forth pristine presence, sanity, compassionate awareness for my body, mind, my family, my community, and my society. So again, thank you everyone for being here. I have put into the chat some information about Dakini Mountain and the Buddhist Studies Institute. So if you are interested in getting some more of that information, that would be great. Again, daily meditation online happens every day, and please join us any day or every day. The other thing on this, the website, the Buddhist Studies Institute, you can check out the events, classes, all sorts of things that the organization is doing. And so I would certainly encourage you to do that if you're interested. So with that, I will now end the live stream. And for those on the Zoom meeting, please stick around for